Hey Byron, thanks for coming to see me today. It was nice to meet you. Here's a little review of what we looked at. So with your full swing technique, you can see a couple of issues. One, you'll see that when you swing back, there's quite a big lateral movement back. You've got a bit of a sway. When you take the club back and you move this far sideways, it makes the golf swing much less powerful and less consistent. Also, you'll see you've got this tendency for the wrists not to hinge, which you're already kind of aware of. And then bringing the club down into impact, we have this misunderstanding of trying to lift the ball. So you can see you kind of fall back and try and hit the ball a little bit on the upswing. That causes this left arm to pull or to bend and your weight to get stuck on your back foot. So not very powerful and difficult to do. When you look at your short game, we saw exactly the same tendency. Okay. What gets you through these shots is the fact that you've got quite a good eye for the ball and you can judge your distances quite nice. But again, here you can see this left arm is out of alignment and pulling through and your weight's still stuck on your back foot. So when we look at a better player, you'll see the alignments on the swing. So a couple of things: when he sets up, there's no real sway. You see he turns quite nicely, stays close to that line. His wrists hinge nicely, which gives him more power. Coming into the shot, this is where we look to normally start. As you can see, the alignment between his left arm and the club is quite obvious. And when he goes through impact, he moves nicely onto his front foot. So those are the basic kind of things that we look for if we want to hit the ball straighter and more consistent. So if we have another look now at what we did with your swing, we said, okay, if we look at your hands being the first point of control, we needed you to make sure you knew what your hands are doing when you swung the club back. And you'll see when you bring the club through, the idea of pushing down with your left thumb and pushing through with your right hand allowed this alignment to become more obvious. You can also see when you do that you hit down on the ball, which is what creates the spin. And then going through, because you're pushing, you see this extension of your arms is more obvious and your weight moving to your front foot was far, far better and more like this golfer on the left. You can see the similarities are quite obvious. There's that nice extension, the weight moving forward, and then impact that left arm and the club nicely in line. And there's quite a big difference from where you were here. So there's no reason we can't get you to hit the ball a lot better. I'd like to see, I'm going to send you the details of that little impact course, and as a start, that might be the best way to get you moving forward quickly. So I'll send you the details. You can have a look through and see if that makes sense. And if you've got any questions, please give me a shout.